Hello everyone, welcome to Homework Help. If you find the videos useful, please subscribe to the channel. So in this video, we'll solve these two problems using the concepts of limits. So the first one on the left side is limit x approaches 4, square root of x minus 2 over x minus 4. Now for this problem, we cannot use direct substitution because if we substitute x as 4, we get a 0 in the denominator. And since it's a fraction, the denominator in the 0 will make the fraction undefined. So direct substitution won't work. So we have to figure out a way to get rid of this x minus 4 in the denominator. So for that, we'll have to use the conjugate method. So in the numerator, we have a square root term in the expression. So we can rationalize the square root term by multiplying the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate of the numerator expression. Because we have to rationalize the numerator expression, we'll have to use the conjugate of the numerator expression. So the conjugate will be square root of x plus 2. So conjugate means same terms but different sign between the terms. So we'll multiply the numerator and the denominator by square root of x plus 2. So we get limit x approaches 4. So in the numerator we get square root of x minus 2 times square root of x plus 2 over x minus 4 times square root of x plus 2. Now we can simplify the numerator expression by distributing the terms using the FOIL method. So we multiply square root x by square root x and square root x by 2, then negative 2 times square root x and negative 2 times positive 2. So we get limit x approaches 4. So square root x times square root x is x. Then square root x times 2 is 2 square root x. And then negative 2 times square root x is negative 2 square root x. And then we do negative 2 times positive 2, which is equal to negative 4 over an x minus 4 times square root of x plus 2. Now we do not want to do the distribution in the denominator because we want to get rid of this x minus 4 in the denominator. So now we can simplify the numerator expression. So 2 square root x and minus 2 square root x cancel each other out because they are same terms with opposite signs. So we get limit x approaches 4 and we get x minus 4 over x minus 4 times square root of x plus 2. Now we can cancel out the x minus 4s and we get limit x approaches 4 and then 1 over square root of x plus 2. Now we can do the substitution. So we can substitute x as 4. So we get 1 over square root of 4 plus 2, which is equal to 1 over 2 plus 2. So square root of 4 is equal to 2, which is equal to then 1 over 4. So this should be the final answer for the value of this limit. So we are done with the first one. Now we can work on the second one. We cannot use direct substitution because if we sub in x as 0, the denominator becomes 0, so the fraction will become undefined. Now in the numerator, both terms are square root terms, so we can rationalize the numerator using the conjugate method, and then we'll be able to cancel out the x in the denominator. So we multiply the numerator by the conjugate of the numerator expression. So that means same terms but opposite sign in the middle. So plus square root of 7 plus x. And we'll multiply the denominator by the conjugate. So 7 minus x plus square root of 7 plus x. So we get limit x approaches 0. So square root of 7 minus x minus square root of 7 plus x in parentheses times square root of 7 minus x plus square root of 7 plus x over x times square root of 7 minus x plus square root of 7 plus x, and we close the parentheses. Now we can simplify the numerator by distributing the terms. So we can use the FOIL method. So we'll multiply square root of 7 minus x by square root of 7 minus x, then square root of 7 minus x by square root of 7 plus x, minus square root of 7 plus x by square root of 7 minus x, and then minus square root of 7 plus x by positive square root of 7 plus x. So we get limit x approaches 0. So square root of 7 minus x times square root of 7 minus x is just 7 minus x. Because they are the same terms, so the square roots cancel each other out. So now we do square root of 7 minus x times square root of 7 plus x. 7 minus x and square root of 7 plus x. Now we do minus square root of 7 plus x times square root of 7 minus x. And lastly, we do minus square root of 7 plus x times positive square root of 7 plus x. So we get minus 7 plus x. So they're the same terms. So the square roots cancel each other out. And we put them in parentheses because of this negative sign outside the parentheses. Now we should not distribute the terms in the denominator because we want to cancel out the x. So we should leave it separate from the parentheses. Now we can simplify the numerator expression. So in the numerator, so square root of 7 minus x times square root of 7 plus x, and this minus square root of 7 plus x and square root of 7 minus x are like terms because terms are the same, and in multiplication order doesn't matter. So that's why they are the same terms with opposite signs. So we are able to cancel them out. So now we can write what's left over. So limit x approaches 0, then 7 minus x. And now we can distribute the negative sign into the parentheses. So we change the sign of both terms in the parentheses. So they become negative 7 minus x over x. And then parentheses square root of 7 minus x plus square root of 7 plus x. Now we can cancel out the 7's in the numerator. So we get limit x approaches 0. So in the numerator we can combine negative x minus x becomes negative 2x over x, and then parentheses square root 7 minus x plus square root of 7 plus x. Now we can cancel out the x's. We are left with limit x approaches 0. So negative 2 over, so square root of 7 minus x plus square root of 7 plus x. And now we can apply the limit. So if we do that, we get negative 2 over square root of 7 minus 0 plus square root of 7 plus 0. So we know that 7 minus 0 is equal to 7 and 7 plus 0 is 7. So we get negative 2 over square root 7 plus square root 7, which is equal to negative 2 over 2 square root 7. Now we can cancel out the 2's, so we get negative 1 over square root 7. Now we do not want to keep the radical in the denominator, so we want to multiply the numerator by square root of 7 and the denominator by square root of 7. So we get negative square root of 7 over 7, because square root of 7 times square root of 7 is equal to 7. So this should be the final answer for this limit. So I hope you'll find this video useful. Please share it, like it, and subscribe to Homework Help. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye.